जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम, कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय, गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, राधा श्याम सुंदर की जय, गौरनिताय की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, We are on the chapter 89, verse number 12. Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Brugustan Mandraya Gira Nivrastas Tarpitas Tu Snim Bhakte Yuktato Ashrulochanaha Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Brugustan Mandraya Gira Nivrastas Tarpitas Tu Strim Bhaktya Yuktanto Ashrulochanaha Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Brugustan Mandraya Gira Nirvastas Tarpitas Tusnim Bhakti Yuktantos Ashrulochanaha. Sri Sukha Vaikunte Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Gira Bhakti Yuktanso Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Bhakti Kanta Sulochana. Matajis Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Sri Sukha Uvacha Evam Bruvane Vaikunte Brustan Mantraya Gira Nirvita Tarpitas Tusnim Bhakti. Word by word meaning and translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Sukha Uvacha. Sukadev Goswami said, Evam, in this way, Bruvane, having spoken, Vaikunte, Lord Vishnu, Brigu, Tat, his, Mandarya, Solomon, Gira, by the words, Nivritaha, delighted, Tarpitaha, gratified, Tusnim, was silent, Bhakti, with devotion, Utkantaha, overwhelmed, Asru, tears, Lochanaha, in whose eyes. Translation. Sukadev Goswami said, Brigu felt satisfied and delighted to hear the solemn words spoken by Lord Vaikuntha. Overwhelmed with devotional ecstasy, he remained silent, his eyes brimming with tears. Responsibly, Sukadev Goswami said, Bhrigu felt satisfied and delighted to hear the solemn words spoken by Lord Vaikuntha. Overwhelmed with devotional ecstasy, he remained silent, his eyes brimming with tears. Purport. Bhrigu could not offer the Lord any words of praise because his throat was choking with tears of ecstasy. In the opinion of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, the sage should not be condemned for his offensive behavior, since his role in this transcendental pastime was arranged by the personality of Godhead. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Saktul Mitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkest ignorant. My spiritual master opened my eyes with torch of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet for his mercy, to attain the mercy of Radha, Madan Mohana, and gastronom this miserable metal life, spared their glories to more and more people. So, when I read this first time, the sloka, the first thing that appeared, where else this such an ecstatic feeling came when they were worshipping or seeing? That is Dhruva Maharaj. If you remember the story of Dhruva Maharaj, is born to Uttanapada and Suniti Mataji. And you know the story that he wanted to go and sit in the lap in the assembly, in the lap of his father, the king. But Surichi, the stepmother, was next to the Maharaj. She stops him, saying what? You are not authorized to sit in the lap of the king because you have not taken birth from my womb. So the stepmother stops him. So he was only 5 years old. So he goes to his mother, Surichi, and tells, Mummy, how can I avenge this? Because he's a Kshatriya, am I right? Kshatriya means his blood is boiling. Even though he was young, 5 years old, he was taken it as an insult. Kshatriyas will not tolerate any insults to them because they are born in that genetically. So he goes and tells, how can I avenge the revenge against my stepmother who stopped me to sit on my own father's lap? Then naturally Surichi says that no one can help because she is very powerful. Only God can help you. So who is God? What? And she says everybody goes to the forest and prays to Lord Vishnu. So you can also go as the rishis do that. So she only tells. Even though he was 5 years old, what he did? He left the home and the palace, all those things, and went into forest in search of Lord Vishnu. So naturally, in the forest, lots of tigers, lions, all the dangerous animals are there. So seeing this, Narada Muni comes and tells, what's happening, my dear son? Where are you going in this deep, dense forest? You should not be, you're in the palace, you should be safe and sound, you stay there. He said, no, I'm in search of Lord Vishnu. My mummy told, I will worship him because my stepmother has insulted, I want to avenge. I should have more bigger kingdom like this than my own father or even his grandfather Brahma, he says. Then seeing his determination, and Narada Muni gives him the mantra. Anybody remembers? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. We do know. That's the starting of the Bhagavatam class. He gives that mantra and does. But we know, make it short, he does the 6 months of austerity, lot of things, doing every month more and more austere. And after 6 months, Lord Vishnu, seeing his determination, appears in front of him. So, when you see Lord Vishnu, Dhruva Maharaj, same as Bhrigu, could not talk anything to Lord Vishnu here because he was choked with the ecstasy, I may say. So he could not talk. Then what did Vishnu do to Dhruva Maharaj? Put the conch shell. Thank you, Mataji. Kya naam hai aapka? What is your name? Chatra Vallabi Mata. Thank you, Mataji. Very good. He takes a conch shell. What is the name of the conch shell? Panchajanya. That is he kills the one of the thing, whatever that story. He using that, he touches his head, then automatically, naturally, all that he wants to praise Lord Vishnu automatically comes out and then praises him. Then he says, okay, now you have pleased me with your praises and with your austerity and the penance. Now you can ask me any boon you want. Then what did he ask? He says that I was looking for a glass piece, and now I found the gem here, a diamond. So what I am looking for, only give me your association and always remembering you. That's what he says. No, I know you came to have the kingdom much, much bigger than your father and grandfather. I will give you. No, I don't want. Naturally, the pure devotees, they don't want anything material. Why? If we get the material opulences, we'll forget the Lord. That is a normal tendency. There may be some exception, that's a different story. But in general, Maya is also very powerful. When you are stuck in the Maya, slowly it will evade the bhakti. So he says that I don't want anything. But Vishnu, as we say, Krishna is very Deen Dayal, very kind. He says, no, I will give you the opulence and I will assure that you will not lose your bhakti. So that's why he rules the kingdom. And what is the pole star he gets? On his own name, Dhruva Nakshatra. That is the brightest star in our astrological this thing. So he gets that one. I remember this particular thing. And one more thing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. When he first saw in Jagannath Puri, Lord Jagannath, what happened to him? He danced in ecstasy and everything. He acted like a madman. And at the end, he fell down. And everybody thought, not even the breathing was taking place, isn't it? So everybody thought that he has left his body. But Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya brings the cotton small piece and ensures that he's still alive and takes back to his room and all of the things. That's a different story. But I'm only seeing the ecstasy, how this is happening here. And Bhrigu is not able to praise or say anything. He was actually ordered by his fellow rishis to find out who is having, whom they should worship, whom they should give the result of their yajna, to whom. But Trimurtis are, who are the Trimurtis? Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. These are the three people. So naturally, you already heard the story. He goes to the Brahma, even though he's a father, he doesn't respect, he gets angry. So he shows that one. And Lord Shiva, he goes and he blasphemes him. So he gets angry and almost he's trying to kill him. So Parvati pleads him not to kill, he's your brother. So anyway, when Lord Vishnu, we see that the story here, it says in short especially, is that he is sleeping in the lap of Lord Lakshmi Devi, and he goes straight and kicks on his chest. So anyway, now in this Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that even Lakshmi and Vishnu gets up and talks to him nicely and asks the forgiveness, even though he does the offense. And that's where the story is now. Now, whereas in Varaha Purana, the story is different. I don't know how many people have visited in Andhra Pradesh. Now it is Andhra. Tirumala Devasthanam, Lord Venkateswara Balaji. You have gone. Anyone else? Abhigay Mataji. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mataji. If you have seen there, they're all the depiction of the entire story of Lord Venkateswara, how he became Lord Venkateswara, isn't it? So I was all the time thinking that until I read today, means okay, I was going through this Bhagavatam and I was reading, it is differently stated. But anyway, because it is also Purana written by Vyasadeva, I'll touch base little bit of what is the real story that is there on the Balaji temple on Tirumala, 7 hills we say, that is one. So here is, we are seeing the Vishnu and Lakshmi, both of them apology to Bhrigu. But in Vara Purana, it is said that Lakshmi actually already resides in the heart, right side of the Vishnu, Venkateswara. When he kicks, she takes offense. This is the place I am staying. So he kicked as good as me. And you are going and showing humbleness to him instead of punishing him. So she gets angry. She says, she goes away. That's what to the Goloka means. Sorry, Bhuloka she comes. In the Lakshmi comes as a Padmavati, his name first. So she is born to the king of the Himalayas mountains, Himawant. So Vishnu naturally, he can't live without his consort, isn't it? So he too comes down in the form of, they say, Srinivas. His first name was Srinivas. He comes down in search of Mata, but he becomes pauper because Lakshmi was not with him. He became penniless. And he found Padmavati beautiful and everything. This is a big story, but I'm shortening. So he wants to marry Padmavati. He likes Padmavati. Maybe he realized that she is Lakshmi, so he wants to marry her. But to marry the king's daughter, you have to be a rich guy, am I right? So but whereas without Lakshmi is pauper. So the father of Padmavati, he says that unless and until you can give me the huge amount of dowry for my daughter. Nowadays it's the other way around. The boys ask for the dowry, but anyway in India luckily the dowry system is gone. That is a different story. In the good olden days, how this dowry system has come into the picture is, if the sons are there, naturally the property is divided among after his death to the children, sons. But whereas the daughter is also born to him, so he wants to give something to her. So whenever she gets married, her share of the real estate, what he has earned, he given as a dowry to the son-in-law, we can say. Because that is the dowry system has started in the good olden, in a good way, but afterwards it was in this material world contaminated and all the things you have seen, the burning of the brides and all other things, that's a different story. So here, the father-in-law is telling the son-in-law, if you want to my daughter, you have to give me some money, you must show. Why? He's worried. If the daughter you are giving, you will give to some suitable son-in-law who can take care of the daughter, isn't it? She's born to us, she's very loving to us, and he has taken care so nicely. He wants to give also to a person who can take care of nicely. So that is a condition is understandable. We cannot say that he was very rude and when love is more important than the money. No, we cannot say. He was having his own concerns as a father. So now, Srinivas is the Mahavishnu himself. So he approaches the demigod treasurer. Who is the demigod treasurer? Kubera. Kubera, we know the other money ones. His sons become naughty, that's a different story. But anyway, he asked for the money. So he gives hell lot of mountain of gold, they say. Now you can imagine the cost of that money and everything. And he gives to the Himawant and shows, and luckily they get married and all other things. But the interest itself for the Kubera, at that time when Kubera was charging like a bank, you take the money, you must pay the interest also. The interest itself was so huge that he could not bear to pay any money. Because he was pauper and was wanted to marry Padmavati, they get married. So he decided to stay here in this Kali Yuga entirely, and collect the money from his own devotees to repay his own debt for his marriage. So that's how he becomes a stone. Lord Venkateswara we see here. So Lord Venkateswara, you go. Normally people, even my mother was very keen. She left her body in 2011, but she too wanted Nilu Dopidi. Nilu Dopidi means you wear all the ornaments that you own and give entire thing to Lord Venkateswara. So like that, people give lot of money, even the black money and all other things. This is the richest temple in India, I can say, but I don't know how about in the world. But it's the richest temple where the money collection is very, very high. Why? Because Lord Venkateswara is trying to repay his debt to Lord Kubera. So that's why the lot of money is still going on giving. That is the thing. Now, one more thing I want to touch base here is the Vaikunta. His name is Vaikunta. Kunta means what? Anxiety. Vai means no. So the Vaikunta is a place where there is no anxiety. But in this material world, we can read there are three types of miseries we are having which bring us the thing. What are they? Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, and Adidaivik. Am I right? So, Adidaivik we cannot help, like the tsunami, tornadoes, and all other things that these things happen, and we have to face it. There's no choice. Okay, let's assume. Adibhautik, other living entities we say. Normally we refer to the snakes and the mosquitoes. How about the living entities? Our own relatives, our friends, or whatever it is, our partners, business partners, how they cheat and how they talk, and all of the things that also gives us the thing. The topmost is Adhyatmik. Adhyatmik is what? Mind. Not the body, especially the mind. The mind is I always say 99.99% is our mind. If we can control your mind, what others say, whatever the others do, we don't care. Even if tsunami is coming, you think of Krishna, right? The mind is set for Krishna and you'll pray. What we say for devotees, Krishna, death comes as Krishna. So we accept, wow, death is coming, I'm good. Will take me back to Goloka Vrindavana. So we happily, devotees accept the death. But for non-devotees, what we say? Krishna comes as death and takes whatever he's having. Okay? So that is the thing. So how to control our mind? That's a major thing. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna himself, what is saying? Krishna, I may able to stop this blowing wind, but I cannot stop my own mind. So if the Arjuna, who is very dear and close friend and devotee of Lord Krishna, is himself declaring Bhagavad Gita, where we are? We are nowhere. But what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, with sadhana, one can attain and control this mind. That's why Prabhupada says chanting the Maha Mantra is very, very important. That too, if we can do it during Brahma Muhurta, we are able to control the mind for the rest of the day. So that is very, very important. And I am the disciple of Navegendra Swami Maharaj. I was a temple president for 9 years in Vancouver. So one of the European visitor came, and during Mangalarti we did everything. Then he comes to me and said, "You must be disciple of Navegendra Swami." I said, wow, I was shocked. What is written on my head that he is able to read? This is the first time I'm seeing him. He came visitor. Then he says, only Navegendra Swami Maharaj disciples attend Mangalarti. That's what I noticed. So anyway, so that's very good. If you start your day with your completing 16 rounds, you will be good for the rest of the day. So that is and I like the example that's given in Bhagavad Gita also about the chariot. The horses are what? They are our senses. And the reins are our mind. And the charioteer who is driver is intelligence. And who is the passenger is the soul. And what about the chariot itself? Is our body. So, if the horses want to run as they want and everything, you will never able to reach the destination where you have to go. You have to take the passenger in the chariot. But what you can do, using the reins, that is our mind, we must control the mind so that they go where you want to go. The chariot, that one has to do. And who is holding the reins? The charioteer, the driver, am I right? He knows which side, left turn, right turn, everything he knows. Using the reins he can control. Who is that I said? Intelligence. So, the horses must be controlled by reins, reins must be controlled by the mind, mind it must be controlled by the intelligence. Then only the passenger sitting in the chariot can reach the destination. But sometimes what happens? The horses say hell with the mind, and then the senses, they can do anything. Then when the things go haywire, they do not follow the hierarchy, like senses must be controlled by mind, mind by the intelligence. Then what happens? The horses go here and there and do whatever it is, and they go on where there is no correct path. They will go into a random where there is no path at all. Then what happens? The chariot will break. If you are not going in a proper path, then the road is not neat and clean, then up and down, that breaks. Similarly, if we don't use this body to reach, what is our ultimate goal? Krishna. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Visep. We must come out of the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. Then only we can go, as Prabhu is saying, to Krishna. So, Punarati Jananam, Punarati Maranam, Prabhupada says, we are all trying to be here only where Krishna himself declared this Mrityu Loka. Am I right? Dukkhalayam Ashashvatam. Krishna openly declaring. But we are all trying to come here. And Prabhupada went once to Massachusetts of Institute in 1970. I always remember this when I talk most of the time. Everybody thought that, oh, he is a sannyasi from India. He is also come to tell about India and everything. They took it light. So this news came to him. But when he got up, first thing he asked to all the people there was, what is the difference between a living body and dead body? Everybody were looking at each other. There were professors, all the research students and postgraduates, all the top people go into the Boston MS. Nobody could answer, but one person told. What's the difference between the living body and dead body? Soul. Then immediately asked, do you have any department here which tells about the soul? Then everybody looked at each other naturally. Neither there in the Boston University, Massachusetts Institute, nor in India, there is no institute, any primary school or high school or colleges or universities teaching anything about this. Only ISKCON, Hare Krishna temples are teaching about the science of self-realization, that you are not this body, you are a pure spirit soul belonging to the Supreme, and it's our duty to serve Him. So that's why we must call this ISKCON as a topmost university in this universe, isn't it? So it's not just a temple where we learn. Basically in the temple when we go, other temple, let's say, what's the difference between other temples and here? Other temples, I used to also go in my childhood. Oh Lord Venkateswara mostly. So, oh Lord Venkateswara, please make me pass the exam. I'll get you a coconut and offer to you. So it's a bargain used to be there. And afterwards, getting into engineering, I used to beg him. And afterwards, a good job. And afterwards, of course, good wife. All these things we always bargain. And Prabhupada, once more, he also tells that every living entity, every human being is suffering with this is called greediness. I was also very greedy, no doubt. The greediness, Prabhupada says, anyway, just not to glorify myself. I'm an electronics and communication bachelor, and from IIT Delhi I had done the computer technology, and then got in the campus interview the topmost salary job in Tata Engineering, and still not satisfied. From the childhood I wanted to mint money, so I wanted to Gulf. Krishna fulfilled all that. I didn't know who was that at that time, but everything what I wanted I'm getting. Then I went to Gulf. Still I wanted to mint money. I wanted to do the offshore development and everything. I went to Canada. There, somebody told that, please come to our temple. We'll introduce you some central government official devotees there. So for the business sake, I went on a Sunday in December 1996. I landed there in August. So 1996, I went to this thing, and Sunday, whenever you can go on the website also see, our temple in Vancouver is a nice dome is there, all the nakshatras and all the planets and beautifully designed. The moment I went, some current passed. Now I can say, previous life where I left, it started the moment Then, Sunday feast, naturally we get a wonderful prasadam. I was sitting there nicely as a wonderful prasadam. Now I know that the director was Narada Muni. I didn't know who was it, but he came and he started preaching me about Krishna consciousness and ordering this, bring that prasadam, this prasadam. He fed nicely. I felt satisfied. This is how the Krishna attracted me with the prasadam. And seeing this, I told my wife, darling, I'll take you out for dinner every Sunday night. So that's how I kept my promise, eating. Then I said that, oh, they are serving me also. Then I started serving. Then, cutting the vegetable and also washing. I was the head of the washing the pots and all. So like that, Krishna one by one developed. Then there I realized I don't know how many I've read, Your Ever Well-Wisher book is there. In that one, Prabhupada says, you can cure this disease, greediness, by chanting the Maha Mantra. Let's check one dose together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And what is the diet? Like you have the blood pressure. You go to the doctor, you take the medicine, and then he will say not to eat the salt. If you have a diabetic, then he will give the medicine and tell not to eat sweets. Am I right? Similarly, here also there has to be some restriction for us to cure this disease called greediness. Nothing, simple. Prabhupada says, eat the prasadam. Whatever you cook at home, first offer it to Krishna. And scientifically to explain why we should offer is the tree which is giving us the fruits, plants and vegetable. Is it alive or dead? Alive. Alive means what is inside there? Soul. What is soul doing in the heart? Through the blood, wherever it is going in the body, it is giving the Chaitanya. Am I right? You are feeling consciousness. If the blood is not coming, if you cut it, nothing happens. So only the Chaitanya, that is consciousness is there only because of the soul. So similarly, the plant which you are plucking the fruits and vegetables and grain, you are incurring pain to that. What is the Newton's third law? For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If you think that you can give the pain to somebody and you want to enjoy, no. Even in Bhagavad Gita, what is that third chapter, Sloka 13? What did Krishna say? Those who are preparing, yes, Mataji. Yeah. That's right. So, those who are preparing food for their sense gratification are merrily eating sin only. If you are eating sin, if you are doing sin, the laws of nature, Prabhupada says, it's like a lamp. Even you go touch, it will burn. Even the small child goes and touch, oh, it's a small child, it doesn't mean that it will not. It's like that. The nature is very stringent. Stringent laws of the nature will punish us. So sometimes I go to the villages and preach, they say that, Prabhu, I'm doing nothing, I'm very well, everything, I'm a nice person, but why the difficulties? I only ask, what are you offering to the Krishna? You have deities at home? Yes. What are you offering? I'm giving some sugar and one fruit. And what are you eating? Oh, I'm eating nice dal, sabji, all other things he is eating. So that means you are treating the Lord in your house as a doll. So how do you expect the doll to take care of you? From now onwards, when he's hungry, he's going to other places and he's eating, is not in your house to take care of your family. So I tell them, please treat him as your prime most guest at home or the elderly person. Please place in front of him as much as you eat in a big plate. Then treat him as a person, then he will not feel not hungry, he will not go anywhere, he will stay in your house. So this is how we must make sure not to eat without offering. Because in the same sloka 3rd chapter and 13, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, my devotees prepare food for me and offer, and then only honor the prasadam, he says. So we must follow. So this is the medicine I heard in your well-wisher. And I remember also 2021 I started, but it took 4.5 years for me to get out of this, my greediness of becoming multimillionaire, having the swimming pool in the house, all these dreams I went. But Krishna's mercy, he pulled me, and Prabhupada's causeless mercy. He took so much effort to start in India, but nobody were following him. Why? Because everybody were following what the Westerners are doing. So that's why he went to America. In 1965, at the age of 69, I am also 69 when I'm thinking, always think of Prabhupada. At this age, he could go and do when people try to settle down at home and relax and enjoy rest of their life. But thanks to his wife also, many people think that wife was tea or me, that's big saying, but everybody thinks that she has done something wrong. But remember, had she not done like that, he wouldn't have renounced the family. Even he wanted to marry again. He told his father, Daddy, I am not happy with her, so I want to marry another one. What did his father say?
Forget about it.
Huh?
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Why? He says that you can easily renounce her because she's not beautiful, not doing what you wanted. It becomes easy for you to renounce because he wanted always blessing from the saints, that he goes and preaches Krishna consciousness elsewhere. Even in Kundali, whatever the things he said, he'll go out and all. So, thanks to the Mataji, I say. Even in my house also, little story, when I met my wife, she told that we'll not have any children. I said, I have a dream of 2 children. Why you don't want children? She says that, why you want to bring the children into the miserable world and put them into the trouble? I said, wow, what a wonderful philosophy you have, Mataji. Thank you very much. But I have a dream of 2. Then she said, we'll have one, adopt one. No problem. We had a daughter, and then we went to Bombay. I was in Kuwait. So 5 months old boy we picked up. And naturally, we say the blood is thicker than the water. I was doing same to my daughter and him, but he got attracted to the money. He wanted to become, according to the psychologists, when they evaluated, what the drug people caught him in the school at the age of 10 and 11. Can you imagine? And at the 8, he started shoplifting, and I stopped him saying that you should not do like this. But anyway, he became a ringleader. He used to go out. This all I came to know later. He used to send his friends at 10 years old, go in the shop, lift it, I'll stand out, see anybody coming. All this is a surprise and all of the things. Anyway, the story is, okay, once he told that I'll shoot the principal, is telling against me, that became a big issue. And then the police raided my house and they found the toy gun, it's all. Then my wife got heartbroken. She said that if Krishna is there, we used to do the satsang, 40-50 people every 3-4 months in the house. She stopped all of a sudden because heartbroken. She said that if Krishna is there, it was my idea to adopt. Why this happened? So I will not believe. So whereas I decided, Krishna, what is this life is all about? What is happening? So like that I learned, and I'm sitting in front of you. As I told you, my greediness has gone. In 2008, luckily, they laid me off. I was working for HSBC Bank at that time. And then I said, thank you. By that time, I started, wow, this medicine is working so well on me. Why not I distribute? So I started Hare Krishna Food for Life in Vancouver. And here also in Udhampur, my Guru Maharaj, this thing in Hyderabad. And I help in Bombay also. So it's become a nice thing to do this. Why not I distribute Krishna Prema to Krishna Prasadam to the needy people who cannot come to the temple. That was the philosophy. I did it. So now my wife was, natural we had tussle because of my son, thanks to her. So she wanted to take a divorce also. And I built a wonderful dream house by myself. I put it on sale. I said, Krishna, you are there with me. I am ready to renounce everything. But give me the strength to withstand what you are giving this misery to me. Because initially I thought wife is life, life is wife. But now you made me realize Krishna is life, life is Krishna. So now you have to take care of me. That sort of feeling, I had gut feeling somehow Krishna gave me. And I was very much attached to my temple there. And then all of a sudden, my wife broke down. And she said that, stop all this, I cannot take. I need you, children need you. Now I can boldly tell, Krishna gave me the test. When I passed the test, then he gave me everything, we are all together. So that's a wonderful feeling. Krishna will make sure you have come to that level to give the test. If you don't pass the test, again he will repeat the test until you pass. Don't think that, you are weak, so he will not give the test. He will make sure you'll pass with the flying colors. Okay, I deviated a little bit here anyway. So, Prabhupada always tells that if you and me, everybody living entities, all that do that eating, mating, sleeping and defending, am I right? If we all do, what's the difference? So, Prabhupada disciples ask, then what we should do? Then he says, in this life itself, you must ask 3 questions. You must have heard, who are we, why we are here, and where we are going after death. This is the beautiful thing. And I forgot to mention the greedy mention. So in the world, everybody is telling how to more greedy, how to earn more money, how to become earn more money, share money, all the things it's going on everywhere. Feeding more and more greediness. But whereas ISKCON, that's why I declared this is not a temple, it is a super speciality hospital where the greediness is cured. Who is the doctor? Krishna. And who is his assistant? Prabhupada. So this is the best university and best hospital. Don't just treat it as this thing. And here, everywhere I told you business is going on. But whereas here we learn what is the spiritualism. You heard what Prabhupada's definition of spiritualism? It runs on the 2 railings. One is religion. Second one is philosophy. Religion teaches us the rituals. Get up in the morning, go to take bath and offer to Krishna, go to the temple, mosque, church, everything. And philosophy, you learn about the soul, super soul and Bhagavan, God. But if the ritual person who is doing this, religion is teaching dharma, but if he doesn't know why is he doing, Prabhupada says him as a sentimental, or sometimes we call him as a fanatism. But even now coming to the philosopher, he learned and he knows everything, Jnani, but he's not a Vijnani, he doesn't follow. But if you know who is God and everything, you must go and worship him, but that he doesn't do. He thinks that I know everything, I'm preaching everybody give respect to me, he's proud. And so Prabhupada says, he's a just dry mental speculator. So we don't want to be just a religionist, or we don't want just to be a dry mental speculator. So this is the place we are learning together. We get up in the morning, we do the Mangalarti and all the worship rituals we do. And at the end, we come like we are all sitting and learning the philosophy. So these two put together, we become spiritualized. So here is the beautifulness of this temple where we are being spiritual. Now, so Prabhupada said, who are we? We are all, as I said, we are Atmas, we all belong to Goloka Vrindavana, and Krishna and Radha Rani were taking care as we take care of our children. Okay? That is who are we. Why we are here? Like in our children, let's say that I have a son, Sonu and Soni, and once he become a little teenager, he doesn't want to listen to anybody. Let's say that mother, she says, do something, he'll say, okay, I will not do. So, like that the situation starts. Then mother normally tells to the father. Mothers are soft love, fathers are tough love. So father calls and says, okay, daddy, I will do. What 2-3 times he will do, he will not do. Later on he says, I don't have time, I will not do, go. So because he is not doing, the other child, Soni, is there. She says, mommy, anything, says, oh, Soni is not doing, why should I do? So such a family gets disturbed. Similarly, in Goloka Vrindavana, it seems that you and me, everybody said that, why we have to serve Krishna? Why I can't be like Krishna? I will not serve. Then Krishna tells us, I'm having a Kalpavruksha here, whatever I'm supplying, so I'm asking you to do this thing. Similarly, the father also said, Arey, you have to do everything what we are doing, share the work and everything. He says, no, I will not do. Then what the father has to do? He has to take a tough get out of the house. That's right, Prabhu. Thank you. So, similarly, you have to say, get out of. Even I did that. I was telling my story. No, I told him to teach him tough love, get lost. If you are doing all this nonsense. So, similarly, Krishna also, when he is going, what father says, if you go out, you have to earn your own money, you have to take care of your house, cooking, cleaning the utensils, washing the dishes and clothes, all these things you have to do. Nobody that. What he says, do not interfere, I am going. Boiling blood, adrenal, he goes. Similarly, Krishna, when we told telling that, I can be the only the king, and I have to create another world, that is the Mrityu Loka. He creates. He says, no, send us, we'll go. Then he says, no Kalpavriksha, no Radharani, whatever you have to do, everything you have done. He said, no problem, don't interfere. So he created we all here to become king and queen. In the family, let's say, is the husband, is the father, is the king of the house? क्या बोलते भैया? राजा है आपके घर में? Supposed to be. But you go out to earn the money or no? For the family. So then how can you call it the king? You cannot. Supposed to be also not there. You are only servants.
The queen's in charge.
Queens in charge. Let's say queens. Are you queen in your family?
Yeah.
Nobody. He's saying here. Huh? She काम नहीं करते घर में आप. You don't do anything at the work. My wife, even though doctor, she says that 25/7 is not enough to be a housewife. Agreed? So you are also not at this thing. Time is running out. I'll make it short. Neither you are the queen nor we are the kings. We are all the servants. Sanatan Dharma, what is it? Service oriented. Only we must remember that when our family is given by Krishna, job is given by Krishna, we are all partner, wife is given by Krishna. Everything you put Krishna in the center, we are always serving Krishna. Sanatana Dharma. That is not. Okay, suppose, now anyway, now the son comes knocking at the door in the middle of the night, seeing that he has to work hard and everything. He realizes, oh, home is good. So if he opens the door in the middle of the night, the parents will take him and say, hell with you, why did you come? Get lost, they will say. क्या बोलते माता जी लोग? You will welcome your son? My God, all are calm and quiet. Yes, am I right? With love. Similarly, Krishna and Radharani also eagerly waiting when we all will come back. But here we are struggling hard day by day to earn more and more. Money can bring the comforts but not the happiness. Okay? Here also Bhagavad Gita 8.6 Bhagavad Gita Krishna tells how to come back. At the time of death, whatever desire you have, to fulfill that desire, you will get accordingly the body. Now I say, multi-millionaire always want to fly up in the sky, he wants his desire. If he dies, what happens? What sort of body he should get? Bird. Similarly, if somebody in the water swimming, all the surfing and all the things, he dies. What sort of body? Fish. Am I right? So we are deciding what type of body we need, we will get in the next, no one else, not the nature. Just fulfill that. But in Bhagavad Gita 8.5, Krishna declares, at the time of death, if you think of me and me alone, you will definitely come back to me. That is the toughest thing we have, the examination. That is how we can think. Because we have our life partners, families, grandchildren, our estate, and all of the things we think of those things, then you will definitely. But if you think that everything is given by Krishna, Krishna, you deal with whatever I am living. I had enough of miseries in this world. Please, Krishna, take me back. That is the time you will take. And I give example, Draupadi also. You have seen, first he goes to husband, Draupadi, everything. She thinks that she can hold herself, one thing. Only when she lifted both the hands, says, Krishna help me, that time Krishna help. So monkeys, you have seen a lot of them. Monkey carries the child how? Holding the belly of the mother. And the cat in the mouth. What would you like to be surrendered to Krishna? Is it like the monkey or cat? Cat, good. Why, Prabhu?
You don't have to do any work.
You don't have to any do. But whereas the monkey has to hold the tight. When the monkey is jumping from one branch to another or one tree to another, it is the duty of the child to hold tight. If she has little negligence, gone, it falls down, go in the, it will die, am I right? But whereas, as it rightly said, when the cat wants to jump from one wall to another, it will make sure that it holds in the mouth. So that is the best. Okay, now simple, I'll give one example. Let's say that, here normally on the garland, we fill the pond and everything. Let's assume that the pond we fill with the fish. And the fisherman comes and puts the net from anywhere. But one fish is always escaping. What it must be doing? The fisherman can put anywhere from in the pond. What it's doing? The moment the fisherman enters into the water, it hears the sound, somebody coming. Running comes and stands near the fisherman's legs. The net will not fall on the legs, am I right? So that's how it is escaping. Similarly, if you are always at the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar, this illusionary net will never fall on us. With this I will end. Thank you very much. The Ganti bhi baj gayi. Thank you. Sorry. Hare Krishna, everyone. Any questions or comments?
Here.
Hare Krishna.
He's avoiding me. Very descriptive class. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada showed great enthusiasm and determination to spread this message of Krishna consciousness. He said only by loyum, intense desire. And when Prabhupada was here, all the leaders would report to him daily, what is my duties, what I have accomplished today. And Prabhupada personally assigned each and every person, this is your duty. And they were very dutiful, they were very enthusiastic to please Prabhupada, to serve him. So I think you made that point very nicely, that Prabhupada worked hard in a sense because of love and compassion and dedication and appreciation of his spiritual master and the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But then again, he inspired his followers to also have that same kind of enthusiasm to participate in spreading Krishna consciousness. So, thank you. That was.
Mention your name also, Prabhu, for the recording.
My name is Panchagoda Das.
Panchagoda Das. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Giras. Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing that. Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Nobody? Okay, prasadam time maybe. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Oh, acha, okay, sorry.
Prabhuji, we are feeling so much enthusiastic by your preaching you are giving. So how can we get that type of enthusiasm in preaching?
Sadhana bete, nothing great about me. It's only the sadhana, your interest, that is get up. It's very tough. Sometimes you may be doing so many work and everything, you don't feel like getting up. The Maya says, come on, no problem, sleep. So you have to fight with the Maya, because Maya is also Krishna's. She is very powerful. But when you are determined, nothing doing, I will do my 16 rounds in the morning. That's the only one thing better I can say that with determination, because that's the best time, mode of goodness. But when you not do, then throughout the day you think, oh, I have to complete. That anxiety is there in you. Vaikuntha Loka, you have to be with Brahma Muhurt time, you are in the Vaikuntha. When afterwards, you are in Kunta. So if you do your japa during the Vaikuntha time, then I can assure you better, that's only good japa, and eating only prasadam. We love prasadam, isn't it? Even if you suppose traveling, you have to eat out, just pray to Krishna, this is the way I have to offer, please bless this food, I am eating. Offer it. But do not eat anything without thinking of Krishna. These two things only I did it. I told you, nice prasadam I kept on eating every Sunday. And then 16 rounds made me like this, but I could renounce my corporate world. Thank you. Make sense?
Yes.
Thank you, beta. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vyasadev ki jai. Hare Krishna. Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.